Hey, how's it going? I wish I had a chance earlier to upload some of this, but I guess it's kind of good in a way because I've noticed more stuff since this morning when this came out, and I'm pretty local to where this happened, and just looking at the actors and the supposed story of what happened. I mean, the thing just screams just an act. These guys all got together and said, "Yeah, we're going to pull this off at a late movie at this screening of this movie," and all it really would have taken is, oh yeah, a bunch of actors in there, 80 of them or so. But look, here's the stuff that just doesn't add up from the beginning of this. First we heard this morning that there was this shooting and all this. At first, nobody was even hurt, and there was like 20 shots fired. That's what they were reporting. And then, of course, that grew to all these people killed, and 15 people now dead, and 60 injured. I think is the number going on now. But what else? I find it really funny that there's no interior video, any of this stuff from inside this large theater and inside the lobby or the theater itself. There's no video of that. And all these places have video, and the parking lots have video as well. But there's no video of this guy showing up and coming in and kicking in the emergency exit door, as they say. By the way, that doesn't fit either. I mean, if you've ever seen a emergency exit door, they're real heavy and solid, and plus they don't open in, they open out. So everybody in this theater didn't notice a guy kicking in a door the wrong way. I mean, he would have had to bust it off the hinges. So that's apparently the story of how he got in. And then they show this guy's car. They're going through it. And this guy now he's a student at college. He's a PhD student, I admit, but this guy apparently over the last 2 months or so had bought $20,000 or $30,000 worth of gear. As you saw it, not only what he was wearing a Kevlar vest, gas mask, all this stuff, had all these weapons, an AR-15, a Remington 870, two Glock 40s, whatever he had on him, and wearing all this stuff. And then they're showing his car where all this, another whole set of gear, Kevlar helmets. Now, that stuff is not cheap. Anybody who's ever priced buying a Kevlar vest, one of the good ones, you're going to pay like 500 and up for that, to $1,000 for some of them if you got ballistic plates and all that. And it's not cheap stuff. How did this guy come up with what? At least $30,000 worth of stuff just to outfit himself. And then he was apparently also a big bomb expert. He rigged his apartment with all these explosives and everything, which, by the way, is the same as, if you'll remember, the West Virginia, the WVA, that Oriental kid that went and shot up the place. Oh, well, his apartment was all rigged with explosives and stuff too. That seems to be the formula, And of course, there's no pictures of any of this stuff either. They just show the cops busting in this guy's place through the window. They have to go in that way because there's tripwires and crazy explosives everywhere. One thing that gets me though is the actors, the eyewitnesses to this thing. I mean, I've seen a few of them now. This morning, I only saw this girl who's got this crew cut, that one, and a little spike in the middle thing. Well, she's such a terrible actor. I mean, here these people have just been in a theater where somebody threw tear gas grenades and just started shooting up the place, and none of them have the story right either. She says he started firing a pistol. This other guy later, who's an eyewitness, says he started shooting a shotgun first. But anyway, this girl and all of these eyewitnesses who were in there, they're smiling, and the one girl, she keeps looking off to the side and like, yeah, okay, oh yeah, and then me and my girlfriend were like, oh my God, and just telling this story as if they watched it in a movie. I mean, these people aren't upset. And by the way, they've been up all night, first of all. This happened apparently at like 3 a.m. or something, this screening. So they've been up all night. They've been CS gassed. They just witnessed 15 people get shot and killed, and another 60 or 50 or 60 or whatever get shot. There's no video of any of this stuff, and these people are just telling a story like they just watched it in a TV show. I don't buy any of it myself. And, you know, the media, first thing they do, though, oh, they got all the info on these guns, where they were bought, when, and all this. They got all that info, but no other details. You know, right, yeah, right. And right when the next push that they're doing, and the only thing that's really in the way of these people right now is people who own firearms. And so here comes this big, terrible shooting, but easy as pie to just shoot holes all through it. So anyway, I mean, there's 100 different things. But anyway, just look at this stuff. And I'll include this video of this girl, and I'll just write it in the description where to go to see this girl and this obviously fake, you know, she's a you know, a poor script reader as well. And they're just smiling, and just like they saw it in a movie. They're not upset. They're not, you know, they're just fresh as can be and just telling their story. Oh, yeah, this guy. And none of their stories match at all. Anyway, yeah, I'll include that video. Go and watch just this one witness and tell me what you think about this. Does it look like a person who's just been through like the most traumatic experience that a person could ever go through? Not to me, it doesn't. Anyway, thanks. I'll cut this short, and thanks for watching. Bye.